Hello everyone, Lux Mango from the Australian Sporting Cartel here. The 2024 season is about to conclude and it's time to give my predictions for the Dally M's, the least corrupt sporting adjudication system in the world. Not looking at you, FIFA. This was recorded before the prelims, so please do not howl me about something a certain player did this week, as I have no idea who's going to make the grand final. Probably will be Storm v Penrith though, let's be honest. Firstly, let's talk about Team of the Year. I don't think I've had a more difficult time picking specific positions this year. The quality of football we have seen from numerous players has been exponential, as newly found form and big plays in big moments encapsulated individual class from this year's standout players. I'll start with my personal team of the season, and this is going to be one big giant fucking disclaimer. I'm not basing this on Dally M points, so please don't come at me with that
Technically, he missed 5 games, so he won't poll those amount of points.
Shut up and touch grass. I'm not in the fucking mood for arguing. Fullback-wise, there are 3 options I'm opting to choose from. James Tedesco and Scott Drinkwater have played huge roles individually for their teams, but when it comes to overall impact of a player within the team's total ethos, it is very hard to go past Dylan Edwards. It's no surprise I like Edwards. I have been very vocal of that for a few years. But this suck-off is completely warranted as he's shaping into one of the game's most complete players. A strong work ethic and high intelligence when it comes to thinking ahead, Edwards has leveled his game up and is setting the standard for what makes a fullback so important in the modern game. Defensively and offensively, he stood out amongst his rivals, and while he may not have that explosive Reece Walsh step or blistering pace, he continues to work extremely hard for the entire game and has mastered the simple things, which is why Penrith are so dominant. On the wings, I'm going for Jacob Kiraz and Zach Lomax. Kiraz has been so reliable in the air and on breaks down the sides. Leading the league in total run meters, he has battled hard for the doggies and set a new standard for himself in 2025. I think he's in for a big year next year. Zach Lomax went into 2024 as a centre and has completely transitioned into a world-class winger seamlessly, courtesy of coach Shane Flanagan. Another masterstroke from the GOAT. Lomax's versatility with the ball and his acrobatics in the air propelled the Dragons to a much higher finish this year. It's a shame they didn't make finals, but Lomax will be wrapped with himself as he has been outstanding, earning himself representative honours thanks to his good form. Honourable mention to Alofiana Khan Pereira for his 24 tries and insane pace down those wings. We may be seeing the new AJ. Centers were tough. One is a shoe-in, but I had to really think hard about his centre pairing. Stephen Crichton brought his big game factor over to the Bulldogs this year, and he is sure to take out not only centre of the year, but captain of the year, leading the Bulldogs from 15th to 6th with his experience from the front. While other centres have been on and off through injury or bad form, like Savage, Manu, Suaalii, Ramian, and Bradman Best, I'm going for the safe option and picking Herbie Farnworth as my other centre of the year. Herbie shifted into a completely different playing environment this year, but has brought his good form with him to the Finns, playing consistently well for the Dolphins this year despite not making finals, and cashing in with some great performances. He takes the centre spot along with Critter. No 5'8" has impressed me more than Tom Dearden this year. A bit of a spoiler, but I have him as a top contender for the Dally M. Dearden competes at an elite level, and no one told this bloke he pales in comparison to the size of his forward pack opponents. I just love it. I love his effort. He hits hard for a little bloke and is so deadly with the ball at his hands. Pound for pound, he was Queensland's best player in the Origin arena this year, and was a massive factor in the Cows finishing 5th. The halfback position isn't even a contested one for me. In an age of Nathan Cleary, Cherry Evans, Nico Hines, Ben Hunt, Sam Walker, and Sean Johnson, one man has managed to outshine them all this year, and that's Jerome Hughes. Hughes has been so integral to the Storm's winning structure this year, playing a massive hand in a string of early Storm victories. The poise he has on the ball and how easily he can change a game is scary, so he will absolutely be a menace against the Roosters in the prelim. This guy takes out the positional Dally M spot and wins best and fairest on the night, in my opinion. Look at this man's head. Try and take it away from him. Forwards time. Props-wise, there are a few strong boys that just missed out for me. Tarpany was a shining light for the Raiders in a somewhat mediocre campaign, and Fisher-Harris continues to dominate for Penrith. Personally, I think both Warriors forwards have made most of an individual impact on the team. You had to do that, dude. Really? I don't hate cats. It's just annoying. It's really fucking annoying. I hate you. Personally, I think both Warriors forwards have made most of an individual impact on the team. Mitch Barnett is becoming an unstoppable force through the middle, even earning himself a representative honour due to his brilliant form, and Adam Fanua-Blake continues to tackle hard and make those meters. He led the competition in post-contact meters this year, so it is extremely hard to go past him. The Sharks are going to be deadly with him driving through that middle next year. Fuck, man. Manly letting him go was like one of the all-time fumbles. Fuck! Angus Crichton, I don't even need to say anymore. If you don't think Gus Critz has been the best outside back this year, then you need a severe head check. Joking aside, yes, he has objectively had one of the greatest seasons in second row history, and is even a potential shout to win the Dally M medal. It's really remarkable to think that he was playing reserve grade at the start of the year. What a comeback. His partner in crime I've chosen is Eliesa Katoa. What a fucking gun this guy is. Wasn't making that much of an impact with the Wards at all, but Bellamy saw potential and he has truly woven his magic around this guy. Katoa has shown to be reliable running onto a short ball, kick chasing, defending, and is even showing how competent he is in the air. He is becoming one special player, so I'm very excited to see how he evolves and develops under Bellamy over time. Harry Grant stands out by a country mile, and this was probably one of the easiest picks for me. No other hooker has even come close to Grant's performances on the field. A hard-working, solid hitter who terrorizes opposition defense with his quick ruck speed and deceptive ball movement. Would not surprise me at all if he sits in the top 10 for the actual Dally M, but the point system is so fundamentally fucked, he'll probably miss out. Ridiculous. To recap, fullback we got Dylan Edwards. On the wings are Kiraz and Lomax. Centers I've got Critter and Farnworth. In the halves, I got Tom Dearden and Jerome Hughes. Forwards, I got Barnett, Adam Fanua-Blake, and Harry Grant. And in the back, I've gone with Angus Crichton and Eliesa Katoa. Dally M-wise, like I said, I think it's a one-man race, but I don't think it'll be a smooth win. Hughes is poised to take out the medal on the night, but there are a few players on his heels. James Tedesco and Dylan Edwards will no doubt be in the top 10, as Edwards was actually leading the count before voting went behind closed doors. I see Angus Crichton sneaking his way up, as his big performances should never be discounted. Tom Dearden and Scotty D have wove wonders for the Cows this year, and I see points being split between them both, but Dearden in all honesty should be comfortably in that top 3. My top 10 in no particular order is Angus Crichton, Tom Dearden, Dylan Edwards, James Tedesco, Stephen Crichton, Harry Grant, Jerome Hughes, Scott Drinkwater, Daly Cherry Evans, and Braden Trindle. Wait, I'm sorry. The last 2 games supposedly don't count. I'll replace him with Matt Burton. Coach of the Year is actually quite tough too. Although the Dragons missed the 8, Flanagan has done a great job at a partial rebuild, working hard to create an efficient spine and has worked wonders with their forwards this year. I'm going to go with Cameron Ciraldo, as the overall achievements with his newly built squad is worthy of a much bigger accolade. We forget, they went from 15th to 6th. Shout out to Bellamy and Trent Robinson as well. They've done a decent job. Wish I could give you more, but I'm running out of time here. Rookie of the Year. While I firmly believe Lachlan Galvin should have run away with this award, he is unfortunately ineligible due to the ridiculous NRL 1984 rules. If I see anyone else winning it, I think Blaze Talungi should. He's been incredibly versatile for the Eels this year, despite all the tragic obstacles Parramatta have faced. Now, I'm either right or wrong here. There's no in-between, and I guarantee everyone will have a different opinion, so please, politely comment below on what your predictions are for the Dally M's. Give us a follow on Instagram and even TikTok. Yeah, we're even on there. To catch up on the latest Aussie sporting content. Until next time, see ya.